King Lear. Act 1. A long time ago, Lear was the king of Britain. He had 3 daughters. The oldest daughter, Gonrail, was married to the Duke of Albany. His middle daughter, Regan, was the wife of the Duke of Cornwall. The King of France and the Duke of Burgundy both wanted to marry his youngest daughter, Cordelia. King Lear was old and tired, and he decided to give the country to his 3 daughters.
Now that I have divided my country into 3 parts, I wish to spend my old age in peace, and I want to leave the hard work of government to those who are young and strong, my daughters and their husbands.
They and their husbands would rule instead of him, while he, with 100 knights to protect him, would stay with each daughter in turn for a month. In order to decide how to share the country between his daughters, he asked them to say how much they loved him. Gonrail, the oldest, said,
"Sir, I love you more than words can say, better than eyesight, freedom, better than all my riches, as much as life itself, as much as my health, my beauty, my honor, as much as any child ever loved its father. Much more than all these things, I love you."
The king was very pleased with her answer.
I make you the lady of all this land, from here to here. You and your children will rule this land forever.
Now the second daughter, Regan, said,
"I'm just like my sister, so you should value me the same. She has said exactly what I feel, except that I love you even more. I'm only happy when I am with you, and I care nothing for any other things."
The king was very pleased again.
To you and your children forever I give this other third of our country, no less than the one I gave to Gonrail.
Cordelia, King Lear's youngest daughter, was his favorite. He was sure that Cordelia would say that she loved him even more than the other 2. But Cordelia didn't want to compete with her sisters in boasting about her love for her father. She knew that they did not love their father as much as they said. When her turn came, she said,
"I cannot put my heart into my mouth. I love you, Your Majesty, as much as a daughter should love her father. No more, no less."
Lear was shocked. He told her to think again and gave him a bitter answer. Cordelia said,
"My dear lord, you are my father. You brought me up. You loved me. It is right that in return for this, I should obey you, love you, and honor you, and I do."
King Lear was even more shocked and got very angry. He said that Cordelia was no longer his daughter and gave her share of the country to Gonrail and Regan.
Fine, then keep your truth and nothing else. I am no longer your father, and from this day, you are a stranger to my heart and to me.
It was now the turn of everyone else to be shocked. The king's advisers all thought that he was wrong, but the Earl of Kent was the only one who was brave enough to say anything. He reminded the king that Cordelia was his favorite daughter and that she loved him very much. He asked the king to think again and to act more sensibly, but the king just got very angrier and he sent Kent away.
"My lord king."
Quiet, Kent! Do not come between me and my anger. I loved her the most and thought she would be kind to me in my old age.
"Lord king, I have always loved and honored you, but you really don't want to do this."
You are making me angry.
"Let your anger fall on me, but I must speak. What are you doing, old man?"
Silence, Kent, if you value your life.
"I am not afraid to die in serving you."
Out of my sight!
"I say that what are you doing is wrong."
Hear me now, you foolish man. You have tried to make me break my word, a thing that I have never ever done. You have 5 days to get out of my country. After that, if you are found here, you will be killed.
"Goodbye, king. May the gods protect you, Cordelia."
Lear then asked the King of France and the Duke of Burgundy if they still wanted to marry Cordelia. now that she had nothing apart from the clothes she was wearing. Burgundy said,
I don't know what to say.
But the King of France loved her for telling the truth and didn't care about land or money. He said,
Beautiful Cordelia, to me you are still rich and desirable, because you tell the truth. I will marry you and make you the Queen of France.
She is yours, France. She is no daughter of mine, and I will never see her face again. Leave without my love and without my blessing.
Say goodbye to your sisters.
Cordelia said,
Sisters, our father loves you. I know what you truly are, but I don't want to say it out loud. Love our father and look after him.
His sisters warned each other.
Sister, I have a lot to say to you. I think our father will leave tonight.
Yes. He's going to you first, the next month to us.
I have been watching him closely. And you see how he changes his mind all the time. Now the result. He always loved Cordelia the most. And then he does this to her. It shows his bad judgment.
It's his age that makes him so changeable.
He has always acted without thinking carefully. And now, the result, this fault will grow worse.
We will see more sudden acts like sending Kent away.
We must talk more about this. If he continues to have power and to be so angry and unpredictable, he may turn against us. We have to stop him as soon as possible.
Meanwhile, the Earl of Gloucester's illegitimate son Edmund was planning to take his legitimate brother's place. He showed his father a letter which he said had been written by Edgar. The letter asked him to help Edgar kill their father for a share of everything the old man had. Gloucester believed this. Edmund had told Edgar that their father was very angry with him and advised him to hide from the old man. After Lee and his 100 knights had stayed with Gonrail for 2 weeks, things started to go wrong. Gonrail told her servants to be rude and quarrel with Lee's men. Although Lee had sent him away, the Earl of Kent returned. He disguised himself as a poor man and he became Lee's servant. He hit Gonrail's servant Oswald for speaking disrespectfully to Lee. And then Lee's fool joked that Lee himself had become the fool because he had given away all his power to his daughters. Gonrail was unkind to Lee about the behavior of his men. And now Lee cursed Gonrail, wishing that if she had a child that it would torment her. Lee was even more angry when he found that Gonrail had tried to dismiss 50 of his men. He was so upset by Gonrail's behavior that he was afraid he would go mad.